Hello everyone. Hope you all are fine and keeping well. As you all know, I, Miss Sabah Khan, is teaching mathematics for Standard 7. In my previous video for the Chapter 1 Geometrical Construction, I have taught you how to construct the triangle. Now in this video, we are going to learn about congruence of segment, congruence of angle and congruence of circle. So let's start. Activity 1. Take a rectangular paper, place the opposite side one upon the other. They coincide exactly. Activity 2. Two segments are given, you can see. Here the name of the segment is segment AB and the second one segment PQ. Using the ruler, measure the length of the segment AB and the segment PQ. So when we will measure it, you will find that the segment AB is of 4.1 centimeter. So we will write over here 4.1 centimeter. Now with the help of the scale, we will measure segment PQ. Here also we find that the length of the segment PQ is 4.1 centimeter. So here we will write segment PQ is of 4.1 centimeter. Are they same in length? Yes. Segment AB and segment PQ are of equal length. Segment AB is of 4.1 centimeter. You cannot pick up and place the segment over the other segment. We will use a tracing paper to trace the segment AB. So, with the help of the scale, we will trace the length of the segment AB and write the names of the points on a sheet of transparent paper. Now, place this tracing of the segment AB on the segment PQ. Verify that if the point A is placed on point P and point B falls on Q. It means that the segment AB and the segment PQ is congruent and it is written as segment AB is congruent to segment PQ. We can infer from this that if two line segments have the same length, they coincide exactly with each other, and it is said that both the segments are congruent. So now from the given activity, we have learned that if given line segments are equal in length, they are congruent. Now here three segments are given: segment AB, segment PQ and segment MN. Now the first point, if segment AB is congruent to segment PQ, then segment PQ is also congruent to segment AB. So if AB is congruent to segment PQ, segment PQ will also be congruent to AB. Now the second point, if segment AB is congruent to segment PQ and segment PQ is congruent to segment MN, that is the first segment AB is congruent to second segment PQ, and if second segment PQ is congruent to the third segment MN, so indirectly the first segment will be congruent to the third segment because both the segments are congruent to PQ. Then segment AB is congruent to segment MN. Practice set 6. The first question here is write the names of pairs of congruent line segment using a divider to find them. Now this is the divider. Now with the help of the divider we will see that which segment are equal. So first the middle point is G. I will place it at point G and I will take N. Now this is a measurement of N. Then I will place at B. Now GN and GB are not equal. Then I will place it at M. So GM and GN are of equal measurement. You can see GN and GM are of equal measure. So first one we will write over here, segment GN is congruent to segment GM. The first pair we have found. Now again we will place the divider, the point at G and N. Now we will find that any other segment is equal. Now GE. Now GE, you can see GE and GM. GE and GM and GN, all three are congruent. So GM will be congruent to GE and GN will be congruent to GE. So we will write the second one, segment GE congruent to segment GN. Also segment GE is congruent to segment GM. Now we will place the point at G and we will take till B. Now we will find R is smaller than C, GB and C. You can see that GC and GB are of equal measure. So we will write over here, segment GB is congruent to segment GC. Now we finished the 4 pair. They have asked for the 4 pairs of congruent line segment. Now the second question, on the line below, the distance between any two adjoining points shown on it is equal. That is, between any 2 points, the distance are same. That is, the distance between QP and PZ are of equal measure. Hence, fill in the blank. So the first one is given segment AB. So as it is given that every distance is of equal measure, that is QP is equal to PZ and ZY is equal to YZ and etc. So AB, that is from one point to another point, so it will be equal to BC also, because only one distance, and it will be equal to AW also. Any one you can write. So I will write here AB is congruent to AW. Now segment AP, that is 1 unit, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the distance, that is point, that is 1 from A to W1, then W to X 2, then X to Y 3, 4 and 5. So I can take it from here also, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is PA. So AP is congruent to PA also, or you can take it as from B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is BZ. So it is congruent to BZ, because from A to P there are 5 units and from B to Z there are 5 units. Now the third one, AC. AC, that is 1, then 2. So it can be equal to 1, 2, that is AX. You can take any other also like QP, that is 1, and PZ. So any other also you can take, or you can take AX also. You will have many others answer also. It can, the answers can varies. So only this is not the answer can varies also according to the distance. Now here BY, that is 1 unit, 2, 3, 4, that is 4. So I will take it from A, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is AZ. So I will write here AZ. Then fifth one, YQ, 1, 2, 3. So from this side, from to the right side, 1, 2, 3. So YA is equal to YQ, because both the side it is 3, 3. Then BW 1, 2. So I can take it AW and WX, that is 2. So it will be AX. So the answers can varies here. Whatever the answer I have written, you can get the different answer. There may be many correct answers for each of the above question. The second topic that we are going to learn is about congruence of angle. Here the question is given, observe the given angles and write the names of those having equal measure. So here are the angles. You can see 6 angles are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the measurement of the angles are given. So how to write the measurement of the angles? First we will write measure of angle ABC is equal to 35 degree. Here it is written 35 degree. The name of the angle will be written as measure of angle ABC. ABC is 35 degree. Here we will write measure of angle NIT is equal to 90 degree. Here it is written 90 degree. Now here we will write measure of angle PTQ is of 100 degree. 100 degree is written here. Now here the angle is given the other side, but the name of the angle will be SPM. We will write over here measure angle SPM is equal to 35 degree. Here you can write the name as MPS also. Both the ways you can write SPM also and MPS also. Both the ways is right. Is 35 degree. And measure of angle RTS is equal to 100 degree. RTS or STR. Always try to write the name according to the alphabetic order. RTS like this way. Here the measure angle SRI or IRS is 90 degree. SRI is equal to 90 degree. Now we will write here having equal measure. The first one here you can say measure angle ABC is 35 and measure angle SPM is 35 degree. Both are of equal measure. So measure angle ABC is congruent to measure angle SPM because both are of 35 degree. Now the second one, 90 and 90. NIT and SRI both are 90 degree. So measure angle NIT is congruent to measure angle SRI. Both are of 90 degree. Measurement will be equal, then the angle will be congruent. The third one, measure angle PTQ is 100 degree and measure angle RTS is 100 degree. So measure angle PTQ is congruent to measure angle RTS because both are of 100 degree. You can see both are of 100 degree. So this is the angle, the name of the angles of equal measure. If they are having the equal measure, then they are congruent. Activity. Now two angles are drawn of measurement 40 degree. Now here angle LMN is of measure 40 degree and the angle XYZ is of 40 degree as shown in the figure. Now we will trace the arm of the angle LMN. So this is a tracing paper. As you all know, we will place it and we will trace it with the help of the scale. Along with the name of the angle, that is angle LMN. We have traced the angle LMN on the transparent paper. Now we will lift the transparent paper and place it on the other angle, that is angle XYZ. Observe that if the point M is placed on Y. Now here you can see that exactly the point M is placed on Y and the ray MN on the ray YZ. The length of the arms of the angle, if it is shorter or longer, it does not make any difference. Only the measurement is given here 40 degree. We can infer that the angles of equal measure are congruent. So here it is LMN and when we will place it on XYZ, so we can say that both the angles are of equal measure, so both the angles are congruent. The congruence of the angles does not depend on the length of their arms. Here you can see that the arm here MN is smaller than the YZ. So we will write over here measurement of angle LMN is congruent to measurement angle XYZ. From the above activity, we have learned two angles with equal measures are congruent to each other. If the angles of equal measure, they are congruent. Now here three angles are given. So here the first, if measurement of angle LMN is congruent to measurement angle XYZ, then measurement angle XYZ will also be congruent to measurement angle LMN. That is, if the first one is congruent to the second one, then the second one will also be congruent to the first one. Now the second point, if the measure of angle LMN is congruent to measure angle XYZ and measure angle XYZ is congruent to the third one, measure angle ABC. That is, the first angle is congruent to the second angle and the second angle is congruent to the third angle. Then indirectly the first one will be congruent to the third. Then measure angle LMN is congruent to measure angle ABC because both are congruent to XYZ. Practice set 7. Here the question is given, some angles are given below using the symbols of congruence. Write the names of the pairs of congruent angles in this figure. Now the first figure, if you will observe here it is given angle AOC. You can see angle AOB is 45 degree and angle DOC is 30 degree and angle BOD, the measurement is not given. But if you will see the arc that is drawn over the ray BOB, so this is the arc that shows that the ray BO is the bisector of the angle AOC. Ray BO is the bisector. Bisector means it divides the angle AOC into two equal arcs. That is BOC, that is one angle will be AOB. Then if BO is the bisector, then BOC will also be 45 degree. So here we will write measurement angle BOC is 45 degree, since the reason will be BO is the bisector of the angle AOC. So this is 45 and BOC will also be 45. Now we will write other pair of the congruence angle here. Measurement angle BOC is congruent to measurement angle AOB because both are 45 degree. Here it is 45 and here it is 45. Then measure angle BOC is congruent to measure angle TSR or RST because it is 45 degree. Measure angle TSR. Now BOC is congruent to AOB also and BOC is congruent to TSR. That means AOB will be also congruent to TSR. Measurement angle AOB will be congruent to measurement angle TSR of 45 degree. Now measure angle DOC and LMN both are 30 degree. Measure angle DOC is congruent to measure angle LMN because here it is 35 degree LMN and DOC is 30 degree. Now here PQR is 90 degree and if you will see angle AOC is also 90 because this is 45 and BOC also 45. If you will add, it will be 90. So measure angle PQR is congruent to measure angle AOC. AOC 45, this is the bisector, so this will also be 45, 90. So 90, 90 both will be congruent. Congruence of circle. Here you can see that 4 circles are given of different radius. One is of 3 cm, one is of 1.8 cm, the third one is 2 cm and then 3 cm. If I will take the 3 cm circle and if I will take a 1.8 centimeter circle and I will place it on the bigger circle, so both the circles are not coinciding with each other. So then I will take 2 centimeter circle. This also is not coinciding with the 3 centimeter circle. Then I will take 3 centimeter circle and you can see that both the circle coincide with each other. The circle which coincide with each other are said to be congruent circle because they are having the equal radii. So these two are the congruent circle. And if you will place it on one over the other, you will see that they are not coinciding with each other. So these two circles are congruent circle because they are having the equal radius. So we can say the circle are of congruent circle because they are having equal radius.